Farmers, it's Tuesday the 24th of September and we're back with some mods. So first up is Wood Cutting Stand. This is by Cienic, 1.07 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So there it is, 250 to place down. And obviously it's sort of like, it's for your role-playing scenario. Obviously you've got a bit of a log you want to chop up with your chainsaw. So you put it on there like that. Then obviously away you go. I mean, you could have those. I mean, I've seen those competitions on YouTube before. You know, the lumberjack competitions, that sort of thing. See how quickly you can cut through the logs. Yeah, get a lumberjack competition on the go. Right, next up is Undergrowth Decorations. This is by Alessandro DE, 4.92 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in the construction menu and again under decorations and others. And we have got quite a few. So obviously these are for if you want to decorate your farm, that sort of thing. So first up, we've got big branches A. We then got big branches B. We then got small branches, dry branches, big stones B, small stones, cover foliage, brambles, ferns. We then got small fern. We then got stinging nettles. Oh, you don't want to fall in those. That's going to hurt. We then got chanterelle mushrooms, boletus mushrooms. We've got white tip mushrooms, flycap mushrooms, poplar leaves, elm leaves, maple leaves. Got undergrowth A, which is a bit of a combination of all of them, and then undergrowth B, again a different combination. Now obviously these are there for decorations, but it does say that like the thicker stuff, like the stones and whatever, is going to have a bit of a, well, it's a collision really, let's face it. So I'm going to go and get my tractor and see what it's like, because obviously you place these down. Some of these things are just there for decoration. There's no collision on it and you just drive straight through it. But that's not what the website says. So we're going to give it a bit of a go. Let's see what gives us a little bit of a shake. A little bit of a rattle. So we'll go the first one. Oh yeah, that's a bit bumpy over them. We've got the stones. Oh, definitely. I mean the leaves, yeah, they're not doing much. So as you can imagine, the bushes don't really do much. The stones and the sticks stroke branches do. I mean these undergrowth ones got stones in the middle. You don't even see them coming. That is ace. I mean I do like them. If you're in for decorating your farm, you know, a little bit of rubbish, little bit of branches, little stones going along the road, yeah, whack these down. Right, next up is Old Well. This is by Barney, 9.05 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers, because there it is, 1500 to buy. And obviously, as the name would suggest, it's a water tank. Well, on the map, on the actual menu, it says water well, but it says water tank, but on the website it says water well, which it is. Alright, fair enough. Now let's have a little look. Whilst I've got me tractor here with the trailer handily placed on the back, let's see if it charges you. Is it a free well? Let's have a look. Right, so there we are. Oh yeah, we're not getting, oh no, we are getting charged, but not that much actually. That's see what it gets up to for 1,000 and see how much it charges us. There we are. Right, so that's 1,000 litres. £20 for 1,000 litres. I suppose, you know, if you're getting it from free from a lake or whatever, I suppose that's more cost that you don't really need. But that being said, I mean, 20 for 1,000 litres, I've seen worse. And next up is Big Black Shed. This is by Fudzo, 2.09 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and, as you can imagine, under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. Ah, there we are. 15 grand to place down. There is no colour option, so Big Black Shed it is, and that's what you're going to get. So you've got your concrete bottom, you've got your metal top. I mean, it is sort of like a new build, that sort of style. There's no rustiness or whatever. It's just been freshly put down, although we have got a little bit of potential galvanization on the metalwork. Oh, that's a good word for you. Obviously, once you're inside, there's plenty of space. I mean, if you've got something big, like a big harvester with one of those big Mora tops on there, yeah, that might be a little bit of an issue. But that being said, plenty of space for all your other stuff. Right, next up is Open Hall Set. This is by Rentner Modding, 16.92 megabyte on download. And you're going to find them in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So there you are. There's the first one. 35 grand. You then got Open Hall 2, which is also 35 grand. And you got Open Hall 3, which again is 35 grand. Now, they all look the same from the outside because they are. Once you get inside, it's where they slightly differ. So we've got this one, the first one, which is going to have this big, I say big, I mean it's open area. You can get stuff through there, no problem. You then got the middle one, which has got a solid wall. So you could use this as a little storage area, and that as like a different storage area. You know, keep your stuff separate. Entirely up to you. And you got this one that's sort of like, I'm going to say half built. Yeah, I mean, you could, in theory, go down the road of, you know, down the role play, you could buy that one. Then you think, oh no, I'm going to chuck a bit more money into the shed. I'm going to buy that one. You know, put the wall up, that sort of thing. And then finish it off there. Sort of like a progression shed. That sort of thing. But the woodwork looks brilliant. And you've got all the detail in there with the knots and how the grain goes. Oh, that is ace. Right, next up is liquid fertilizer herbicide production. This is by DS Power, 5.01 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 40 grand to place down, and obviously you're going to be making herbicide and liquid fertilizer. The name would give it away. So you've got your loading in point just there, you've got your taking out point just there, and then you've got your production chain menu right here. Now, it's saying you need water, you need weed-free or nutrient salt. Well, you may be asking, where do I get those from? Well, you get them here in the shop. So you got the little tub there, 1,000 for 500 litres. All right, okay, so that's quite pricey to be fair, but all right, so actually you only need 10 per 1,000 litres what it's making. It's more like a concentrated version. All right, fair enough, something a little different. I mean, the size of it, you know, it's in a little container, so you're not going to take up too much space on your farm. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Utility Trailer Pack. This is by Slight Jez Modding, 9.35 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him under low loaders. Now, the first one we got here is the Utility Trailer one, 3.5 grand to buy, although we've got the optional extra of rim colour. Well, what if we go for the cheapest one? That's not that bad, actually. I've seen worse colour combinations. So now we've got it standard. So you've got the option there, wheel setup. So you've got standard, standard 2, 3, and then back to standard. So it's just a little design of the wheels. You then got your main colour. Let's go chrome. Let's go chrome. Does the actual framework. Design colour again. I'd imagine this is going to do your mud guards, wheel arches. Design colour again is going to do the actual base of the trailer. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously, this is a little trailer. You know, it's going to unfold. Yeah, great, no problem. But you're thinking it's a little bit small. Well, they've got you covered because we've got two more. We've got the trailer too. So obviously slightly longer, and it hasn't got that boxy framework section. So more of a flatbed than anything else. 7 grand if you take into account the rim colour options. Then you got your same sort of standard wheels. They got, as your previous one, same colour options as before. You're thinking, actually, no, I need a bit of protection as I'm going down the road. And a little bit of a bigger trailer, because this is a twin axle. Indeed. Now, this one has got a little bit of a trick up its sleeve. Because just like the others, you have got the back bit that you can fold down. So LB and right stick up and down if you're on Xbox like me. No problem, load your stuff in. But if you want to get something right at the front, and you've already got something loaded onto the back, well, if you do LB and left on the D-pad, open cover, put some ramps out. Oh, so you could load a bit in there, say like you got like a off-roader little tractor on the back there, and you think, oh, I need to put something on the front. There you are. Just open the cover, job's a good one. Fold it up, and away you go. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is the Lizard ART 2000 in big bags. This is by Gian FS, 5.97 megabyte on the download, and just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's so much easier. So first up, we've got the actual frame itself. 75 horsepower requirement. Obviously, it's got the hydraulics on it. 4.5 grand to buy. You've got the option of wheel brands. So you've got Lizard, Continental, Midas, or back to Lizard. I mean, there is a couple of different versions on the go, so, you know, you go for whichever one you want. You then got stickers, design 1, 2, 3, or nothing. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. You then got your sticker colour, which I've now turned off, so we'll put those back on. You got your sticker colour, will go over purple, does your stickers, and then your rim colour is obviously going to do your rims. Now, obviously, this is a tow behind little bag lifter. So if you've got like a small tractor, you know, a little bit low on horsepower, and it only requires 75, so you haven't got to put up with the weight on it, on the back of your tractor, which is all right. Now, if you're thinking, all right, so it works with big bags, but what about the name of the mod itself? Comes with big bags. Well, we got these. They're refillable big bags. So we've got one for seeds. Obviously, it's going to hold 1,000 litres. It's going to cost you 500 to buy. We then got the solid big bag, solid fertilizer big bag. So obviously got 1,000 litres. And then you got the rechargeable big bag. So this is the one that you can put stuff back in. Comes empty, fill it up, carry it around. Oh, I like that. I mean, if you're going for like the old school role play, old school playthrough, that sort of thing, and you got a low horsepower, maybe even like a 2-wheel drive tractor, this will fit on the back nicely. Next up is the Lizard SRW 800 Stone Windrower. This is by Bartson 3, 4.13 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Stone Pickers. Now, yeah, if you've ever gone down the road of, you've got to get the stones off me field, that sort of thing, and you haven't got a massive stone picker, you can windrow it into a nice little row. Nice little windrow. That's what this is all for. And then pick it up with maybe like a shovel, maybe a bucket on the front of your tractor. Yeah, that's the idea behind it. 20 horsepower requirement, so very low. That's all right. 2.5 meter working width, 4 mile an hour working speed, 4 grand to buy. That being said, 2.5 meter working width. That's roughly-ish the same size as some buckets, but just saying. Main colour is going to be green, 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 or green. You go for whichever one you want. To be fair, I think I like the first one. That's sort of like the best. Bit of a class green, that is. Yeah, I like it. Something different. Next up is the 180.0. This is by owner Emery. 17.08 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under medium tractors. Now this, old school, but it's got a good thing up its sleeve. It really has. As the name would suggest, 180 horsepower. It's got 15 mile an hour top speed, 97.5 grand to buy. Then you've got the option of wheel setup. So we've got standard, twin wheels, narrow tyres. They look a little different. Oh, fair enough. Then you've got standard again. You've got design. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I was going to do the labels, the stickers. There you are. Then back to standard. Attaches. So we've got standard, 3-point on the front, or standard. You can have 3-point on the front of an old school tractor. 1 on the back, no problem. That's a great trick to be pulling out. I mean, to be fair, when I first saw this, I thought, oh, that was the back. And like it was like a long bonnet sort of thing. But no, it's not. You can have 3-point on the front and the back. Oh, that's ace. You got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. That being said, the 3-point didn't change. Didn't change the colour to match up the vehicle, but all right, fair enough. Then you got your rim colour just there. I mean, old school look, if you're going through that on your old playthrough, this would do you nicely. Right, next up is the Z-Tour pack. This is by Wolfex Modding and Rollnick 410. 53.31 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under small tractors. So it starts off with the Z-Tour Proxima, 76 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 49.5 grand to buy. You can then change the engine output up to 88 horsepower, 96, 107, 117, and then back to 76. You've got your option on tyres. You've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Raderstein, Nokian, then back to Trelleborg. There's a couple of different versions on the go. I mean, you've got some weights, got some wide tyres. No duals, mind you, but all right, fair enough. Accessories, yes or no. So you can have the old forestry cage on if you wanted to. Attachers, so you've got front weight, 3-point, or attacher. You then got front loader attacher, Z-Tour, Power, or nothing. Main colour is obviously going to be your main colour, so let's go for something a little different. Yeah, why not? You then got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. And that's your options on that one. Now, they have pretty much got all the same options on them. So the only difference is going to be your engine output. So we've got the Forterra HSX. So that starts off with 96. That goes to 106 horsepower, 117, 127, 136, and then back to 96. You can then move on to the Forterra HSX again. It's 2 Forterras HSXs. but obviously it's got different engine output, so fair enough. So this one starts off at 117 horsepower, 127, 136, and then back to 117. And then to go for the big boy of the pack, it's going to be this one, the Crystal HD, 171 horsepower. Got no options on the engine, but obviously all the others are going to be the same. So if you're going to go for like that, I mean, that does look ace. The old forestry cage on it, I do like that. Oh, that's a nice set of tractors. Next up, we've got the Lizard F10 series. This is by Holtz FS and Macaron FS. 84.69 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these on the small tractors. So let's face it. Right, apart from the Lizard brand, they're Ford tractors. They're Ford for console. It's the closest we're going to get anyway. So first off is the 6610 4x2. 85 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed. 10,800 to buy. Although we have got a £300 optional extra. Let's have a look. What's that? What are they charging us straight out of the box for? Front loader attacher. Yes. Right. So it's saying front loader attacher no, and they're still charging you 300 extra. What's going on with that? That's a bit random. All right, fair enough. We then got the first option then. So we've got operator platforms. We've got standard, old awning and light, cabin, or back to standard. So we're going to leave that one on. There we are. So we've got the engine set up. So it starts off at 85 horsepower, got 102, and then back to 85. You've got your wheel brands. We've got that one. Doesn't say any wheel brands. It's just one or the other. Right, fair enough. Wheel setup standard, design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Auxiliary wheel. Wow, that looks dangerous. You wouldn't want to fancy coming up against that, mind you. Auxiliary wheel 2, and I put my teeth in. I've changed the front ones. 3. Oh, they're even wider. Oh, ace. Oh, I like that. Conical wheel. Why not? Obviously, that's normally used for like rice fields and stuff like that. So that would be great for FS25, mind you. But all right. Conical wheel with crop destruction. I always turn that off anyway. Not going to destroy my old crop. Cage wheels. They look ace. Oh, I like that. Cage 2 or back to start. I'm not sure whether I like the Cage 2s or the old Robot Wars wheels. Fair enough. You then got exhaust standard, design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or standard. Then you got front grille, yes or no. So I don't say it's front grille, it's more of a bumper bar, but all right. Front weight, so we've got standard, 100 kilo, 140, 300, 450, or back to standard. Then you got headlights, so we've got standard, design 1, or standard. You then got rear weight, so spin it around the back. It's actually going to be on the wheels. So 160 kilo, 320. Well, that being said, you can't really see with these auxiliary wheels on. So let's take those off. There we are. That's better. So rear weights on the wheels, they are 320, 480, 640, or back to standard. Then you got attachers. You got without hydraulic control. You got with hydraulic control, or without. So that's doing something with the steering, to be fair, but all right, fair enough. Then you got panel protection can. Yes. All right, where's the panel protection can? I can see the tractor moving a little bit, but all right, can't see what that's doing, but all right, fair enough. Block model. It's got standard 1. Changing the engine itself. Oh, it is. It's like adding little extra bits to the actual engine. All right, fair enough. Reduction colour. All right, let's go with that. Oh, it does like the hubs. Fair enough. Front grille colour. It's going to be your front grille. Got your rear weight cover. Does your wheel weights. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, you're thinking, maybe I don't want a 4x2. Maybe I want something just a touch different. Well, we got this. The 6610 4x4. Now, it's got the same options as everything else, but obviously it's a 4-wheel drive version rather than the 2-wheel drive. So you pick whichever one you want. We then got this one here, the 7810s, just make it a little bit larger. So this is going to start off with a 112 horsepower engine. You can then change that up to 126, 150, and then back to 112. Again, same options as before, you know, whether you pick the cab or the awning, or you just go, you know, out in the open like this. And then on the end, we've got the 6600. So again, same options, but this is going to be like a two-wheel drive version again. And you haven't got an option on engine output on this one. So it's 79 horsepower straight out the box. That being said, they do look ace. But the tractors aren't the only thing in this pack, because we got these as well. We have got the L600. Obviously, that's going to mount to your front loader attacher, and it's got a little bit of a trailer hitch on it, so you can move some stuff around with a bit of ease. Fair enough. So you've got the hitch version. So you've got the 6610, 6600, or the 7810. Obviously, that's going to match up with whatever tractor you've got. You can change the main colour. Again, match it up with that blue. Potentially Ford blue, depending on how you want to look at it. You've also got a stone rake. Obviously, that's going to go on the front of that as well. So again, match that up with the main vehicle. That's going to require 80 horsepower, and it's got a 2.7 meter working width. We've also got a bucket, so it's got 1,000 litre capacity. Again, change the colour, match up with the vehicle, and obviously that's going to go on the front as well. And then you've got the winch. I'd say winch. It's more of a big bag lifter, really, isn't it? Again, match it up with your main colour, match up with your main vehicle. And then we've got these on the end here. So we've got the front blade. Obviously, that's going to open up the blade. It's going to move snow out of the way, that sort of thing. Although it does say open fields and cut trees. Silage leveller. All right, fair enough. And then you got your, obviously, your colour option there. 2.3 metre working width on that one. 80 horsepower requirement. 12 mile an hour working speed. And then to finish it off, we've got the implement adapter. So this is going to go on there. And that's going to mean you can use some other stuff as well. So you've got your main colour. Does that. Okay, we come out of there. We press right stick in for combinations. That means you can be used on all of these. All right, fair enough indeed. That's an alright set, that is. And our last mod for the day is the Galena S9 series. This is by Sid Modding, 66.32 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under harvesters. So it's got a 322 horsepower engine, it's got 18 mile an hour top speed, grain capacity 13,743. It's going to cost you 301.5 grand to buy, although we have got an optional extra of twin wheels straight out the box. There you are. So we'll go back to single. That's your standard version. We can then change the engine output up to 375, 430, or back to 322. So we go for the 430. Why not? You got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. Now, there is, if you really wanted to, go for, there you are, got some wide tyres, got some quarter tracks. Oh, harvesters look ace with quarter track. Why not? Then got manufacturers, so before 2023 or after 2023. There's a colour change, really. Then got ladder, rotating ladder or lifting ladder. Then got flags, so we've got USA, Canada, Australia, and nothing. Well, where's the UK flag? Look at those three countries speak English. Where's the UK? All right, fair enough. Numbers go from 1 and then they go all the way up to number 10. We then got screens. This is going to be inside the cabin. So we'll zoom in a little bit. So we got tablet, additional screen, screen and tablet, or nothing. We then got CB radio, yes or no. We then got real GPS, yes or no. Obviously, that doesn't mean much to us on console. And then we got rear hitches around the back. So we got no or yes. Now, obviously, this is a harvester, and you're going to need a header to go on the front. Well, they give you two, because we got this, the Dynaflex 9255 40 foot, and then the Dynaflex 9250 40 foot. The 9250 and 9255. Now, as far as I can see, there doesn't seem to be much difference between the two, because that's the 9250, 12 metre, 6 mile an hour working speed. That's going to cost you 45 grand. But if you go for the 9255, slightly different design, 12 meters, 6 mile an hour working speed, 70.5 grand. That's going to cost you an extra 25 grand just for the 9255, but it's got the same working width. Right, fair enough indeed. Now, obviously, this is a great harvester. I mean, it looks great, brilliant. There is a couple of decent things as well. If you do LB and RB together and right stick up and down, you can open up the back like that. Then LB and RB and right stick left and right. There we are. It's going to open up the side. So you can go do your role playing, fixing your vehicle up and that sort of thing. Clean it out. Get your jet wash in there. Obviously mind all the electrics. You know, clean it all out. Get underneath there. Do a little bit of fixing up, that sort of thing. Oh, that's ace. I mean, to be fair, I would say go with the other header. Doesn't seem to be anything different apart from the massive price difference, but that is a great harvester. And we've got a new map as well. So we've got Nardenthal Crossplay by Iron Thunder, 250.26 megabyte on the download, and it's a shrunken down version of the 4X map that's been out on PC for a while. Got a few updates as well. So we've got Manette Farms map by Mapper's Paradise. Now you do need a new save on that one. Got the Deutz D06 series remake by Blauer. We've got the Furigo Road to Italia Power Harrows pack by DD Mod Passion. Got the Lizard RX 9500 by Jens M and Ola Haldor. We've got the Horsch Pack by Eddie and Muir. And we've got the Pack Tarpaulin by Rajot G Play.